Outstanding work all the way around.
Middleton outside. Makes it off the glass.
That was really a platinum-level effort from Middleton. I mean, crafty in how he carved out room for himself on the interior.
Randall no good. Wizards have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Brogdon kicks to George. Pass to Middleton. Over Edwards. Middleton can't get it to go. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks, and the shot goes in. Edwards got his second basket of the night.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards, confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Here's Kispert. Now George. Middleton on the wing. Edwards defending. Shots good by Middleton.
Gets one to fall, but only a second make in the first 7 attempts.
To the inside. Prez. Rebounded by the Wizards.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
From deep. Rebound by Kispert. Wizards have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Now here's McDaniels. Guarded closer. Took the opportunity when he saw it. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
This is a big part of Reed's value. I mean, he's proficient from deep, and he's got a quick trigger, too.
Pass to Song. Outside to Brogdon. By 4. Here's McDaniels. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Hey, guys. The Wizards' #2 overall pick, Alex Song, wanted to be in Washington, D.C., and his defense gets him on the court right away. Not to mention, the Wizards are in a rebuild, and if his offense comes along, he could be a foundational piece for this franchise. Everyone's excited to see the development of Alex Song.
You're right, a big piece. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Prez. To the left wing. Prez with the screen for Randall. Over George. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 8 points.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season. Both teams deciding to change it up. Well, some great passers have come into the league this season. Let's see which rookies are tops in assists. Well, you look at Prez, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. And, of course, Alex Song. He's right there as well.
It's been a coup of the next great playmakers in our league.
Yeah, you know what? They've certainly taken on leadership roles much sooner than anyone would have imagined. I mean, smart, unselfish basketball, you can't help but love it.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And look strong here in the early going.
Now here's Johnson. D right on him. Pass to Hachimura. The Wizards with another miss. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 17-7 run. Reed finds Randall. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Prez. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Johnson. Now here is Hachimura. Hachimura setting the pick for George. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Julius Randle picks one up. The Wizards have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third. Now Prez. Reed with a screen on Johnson. And so it's Minnesota ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Back to the action in just a minute. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense. Is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Prez out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Johnson dishes to George. Johnson with a screen on Reed. Nobody near George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Timberwolves leading by 12. It's deflected. To the paint. Here's Prez. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense. And it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin. And you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man. And I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Hachimura was hoping the ball would come his way, and he was ready.
Prez passes to Reed. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Timberwolves shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And that one falls for Reed.
And every season, it seems, Reed takes another step forward in adding to his game, and that's a testament to his strong work ethic.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. Wizards trail by 13. And now the latest from our reporter, Dave.
Well, Prez in the last matchup against Memphis was dominant. He finished with 47 points, and as usual, he orchestrated the offense with superb passing. An amazing performance. Probably we won't see a night like that anytime soon. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Here's Johnson. Nothing on the board. Pass to Bay. A fadeaway. Prez with the rebound. Prez has got 7 rebounds in the game. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And that one's off. And this is his first shot of the game. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Washington Wizards. Down by 15. And that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got 5 points in the quarter.
He loves to attack from the inside. This is Hachimura's comfort zone, no doubt.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. Here's Prez. And Reed has it in the corner. Gobert finds DiVincenzo. Buries it from three-point range.
Rise and fire. DiVincenzo does not lack confidence, going right up with the shot.
Now, here's Johnson. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Pass to Bay. Inside. And there's Johnson. That's good. On the assist by Bay. Johnson's got his first points of the night. Timberwolves leading by 14. Tries the spin move. Here's Prez. It's good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Gobert against Hachimura. Hachimura setting the pick for Bay. His three-pointers off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Hachimura, the pass to Champagny. Bay with it. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Here's Hachimura. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Hachimura's got 10.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Prez with the ball. He's got 22. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And the three ball is good. DiVincenzo's got 6 here in this quarter.
whether to side with Voodoo Boys or Netwatch. Neither one is particularly great, but I see Netwatch as the lesser of two evils in this scenario. So naturally, the worst V will side with the Voodoo Boys instead. And of course, they betrayed her.
I have a fucking revert you. Your turn. Before you pass through that wall, I want Johnny's psyche removed.
We will not pass through. You will take the code to the other side. The Voodoo Boys send us packing with nothing to show for it, aside from our new contact with Old Cunningham. And Placide sends us a friendly text. What? We will not pass through. You will take the code to the other side. The Voodoo Boys send us packing with nothing to show for it, aside from our new contact with Old Cunningham. And Placide sends us a friendly text. Watch out for your back. Nice guy, huh?
Got a feeling we're not going to become best friends.
Next up, we gotta track down Anders Hellman, and for this job, we need the help of the nomad Pan Am Palmer. Pan Am will ask for help getting her vehicle back from a scammer named Nash, and if we're a good friend, we can even help her settle the score. But B isn't a good friend.
The Nash hunt wasn't part of our deal.
Only because I thought he would show up and rob you rich.
But he didn't. Might not even be in their hideout.
I know he's there, B. Raffin cheated me. I can't just let it go. I can't. Do you really not understand that?
No. Not what we agreed.
Are you joking? Tell me you are, please.
Not about to risk everything to settle this whole thing in mine.
You don't get it. This is more than
No, Pan Am. Nash made a fool of you. I get it. But don't try and make one out of me. We hand the goods off to 6th Street, then set up the Hellman grab. That was our deal.
She still holds up her end of the bargain, but Hellman ends up being a dead end, so it's time to link up with Goro to try and meet Hanako. After skipping out on the recon, we roll up to Arasaka Industrial Park to sneak in and hack Hanako's float. But hey, I used to work at Arasaka, so I can just bluff my way inside, right? Hey, you shouldn't be here. These are corporate premises.
Maybe people could look the other way. Maybe Eddie's could change hands.
What the hell are you talking about?
Just wondering how much it'd cost for you to turn a blind eye, if you catch my meaning.
Well, just a sec. I need to ask my boss. Calling all squads. Got a situation at Gate B. Affirmative. Standing by. You got one last chance to get the f*** out of here. Off. Well, don't worry. I could still sneak inside like a ninja. 1 minute later.
Yeah.
On sight. Yes, I heard. You are pretty quiet.
Things didn't go exactly as planned.
I will try to just blind them. You're on to the floor. After almost getting flatlined, we head to the funeral parade to execute Takamura's plan. We'll take out Hanako's security and snipers before going face-to-face with Oda. Once he's defeated, we can decide to spare...
I'm sorry, Oda.
Oh,
Brought this on yourself, too.
no, you didn't have to. Takamura's plan predictably goes sideways, and he kidnaps Hanako before he and V rendezvous at a nearby apartment complex. Goro tells us to knock 4 times, and yeah, I get it, buddy.
Ugh.
What the hell happened?
Caught stealing.
Just like to take advantage of my poor judgment.
Depend on your poor judgment.
I want to know if I can take this seriously.
What do you need to take us seriously?
Come on, kids, get it moving.
Sorry, Miss Kitty. Oi, what are you doing, geezer? Is that the best you can do? I've got to fly back to London. I need you to take care of my cat.
Oh, I got you.
I like dogs.
Hey, is Rush home?
Who are you? Big friend. What's the baby, man?
Who did this to you?
La pistola. Did I get warning? My pistol. Down from me.
These guys, you messed up.
Right, pretty good.
I don't know anything. What's sweeping it out? What did you get me into? Darling, you got to.
Oh yeah, that's the motherfucking Fucking do something.
Over 4 million. Everyone gets a cut. The Russians, the Puerto Ricans, the Hebrews. What are you not? Oh. So what happens to me? It's on me. You run away from what you're afraid of. Then it owns you. Buckle your seatbelt.
Oh, the Dragons dude. Yeah, that's might be pretty good. What's the name of this goddamn movie, bitch? Don't have no silly shit, though. I mean, have silly shit, but don't be stupid. Mm.
Should I stay or should I?
Austin Butler. Who is she? Austin. Regina King. Regina King, dog?
Goro really don't play around. After reloading a save and making our pitch to Hanako, Yorinobu's men swoop in to attack us. We can potentially save Takamura during this sequence, but RV only looks out for number 1.
Can't leave him back.
Forget a guy's toast. Unless you want to wind up like him.
Damn shame you didn't believe me earlier. Goro might have still been alive, had you? If you invoke his name, remember he did everything for this conversation to happen.
At this point in the game, we unlock Johnny's quest line. I was initially considering skipping out on his quest because I wanted to have the worst relationship with him possible, but if I did that, I would be missing out on a bunch of other relationships that we can destroy, like Rogue and Carrie. So I decided to push things forward for the sake of causing the most mayhem. But first, let's talk about our companions River, Panam, and Judy. We first meet River Ward during our investigation into the death of Mayor Lucius Rhine. River will eventually ask us for help in tracking down his missing nephew Randy, who was kidnapped by a local creeper named Anthony Harris. We initially agreed to help River, but after seeing all the mines outside Mr. Harris's compound, he makes a run for it and leaves River to deal with his own problems. Sure, he'll be fine on his own, right?
Poor bastard. You just left him. Yeah, I did.
For some reason, this conversation with Johnny did not trigger when I failed River's quest this time around, but I did pull up to snap some selfies next to our deceased NCPD buddy. Panam's quest only goes marginally better than River's. At least she ends up surviving the mission, but the same can't be said for Saul, the Aldecaldo's leader who Panam asked us to rescue. After abandoning Panam on Saul is dead. I hope someone goes out and breaks your trust like you did mine. Don't ever try to contact me or any of the Aldecaldos, for your own good. Bitch, come on, take a chill pill, Pam. Despite how mean we were to Judy throughout the game, she still asked for V's help since we technically did help her find Evelyn. But she probably shouldn't have done this because her plan to liberate Clouds from Tiger Claw's control ends up backfiring after Maiko gets into the mix. But before the final showdown, we also have the opportunity to take revenge on Woodman. But just like Panam with Nash, V denies Judy's request.
Yeah, man.
I think that the fact you found me and saved me is no coincidence. We were meant to meet. You've been lying to me all this time, and you dragged me into it.
That's been a new update. Brushes live to death. Oh, no.
More rewards, more savings, more special offers. That's what new Fuel Rewards members get at Shell. Join to save 10 cents per gallon on your first bill, 20 cents per... No point bothering about him. Bothering about him? Who knows how many people he's treated like Evelyn? Or how many more he has lined up? Just gonna let him get away with it?
No.
I don't want to kill him. I won't. Sorry.
Yep, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Puts it up from 12, and all around to win that time before dropping in.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Am I to understand these as your conditions.
B, you gotta take him down. Hiromi's gotta go.
So I have been told. And what then?
Michael will make sure you receive a steady flow of funds in exchange for full autonomy. She'll continue running things as she has run them till now. But from now on, it'll be official.
Ida-san?
I have nothing to add.
After helping her out, Micah rewards us for our efforts, which is the straw that breaks the camel's back for old Judy.
Thanks, V. First transfer from Cloud's new manager coming your way. You blackmailed the leaders of one of Night City's most powerful gangs. Really think you'd have come out the other end alive if I hadn't been there. Fine. I'll give you double. But that's my final offer. Thanks. Don't mention it. I know what a well-performed service is worth. The hell did you do, V? You just stood there and watched her play us? That wasn't enough. You took her eddies, too.
Damn.
Changes this big need to come gradually. Revolution always sounds great in theory. Night City's about wheeling and dealing. That's where you and I differ. For you, it's about profit. For me, it's about the people. First casualties of revolution, revolutionaries. Bring anarchy to Clouds and it'd go to shit. Everybody'd wind up in the street. Bullshit. You're just spewing words now, V. You took her eddies, so the sitch is clear, cut, and dried for me. You're a merc. She's a soulless, conniving bitch, and I'm a sorry-ass donk. Oh, see you, Judy.
That's
Later
crazy.
in the game, Judy will send us a handful of texts, cutting all ties with us before blocking our phone number. During Jefferson Peralez's quest line, we learn of a nefarious plot to mind control the mayor and his wife. Johnny suspects the culprit is a rogue AI, so it would be a really bad thing for an AI to have the mayor in its pocket. And we definitely want to let him know about this threat, right? Nah, we'll just lie to him.
Strange as it may sound, don't got much.
There's gotta be something. You didn't find any hard evidence?
He's fucked, V.
Speaking of AIs, the self-driving taxi fleet network Delamain will hire us to resolve problems with some of its rogue children. The finale of the quest involves a...
And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Pass to Prez. Shot clock at 5. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Well, you look at Prez. He's in the lead, sitting at number 1 in the West.
Clearly a fan favorite, and they're giving him the highest praise possible on their back.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. Sars checked in for the Wizards. Chris Middleton comes in for Johnson. Got that one up quick. Middleton's got his third basket of the night.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry in looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
Middleton on the wing. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Chris Middleton is a bad man. Loves giving it to the defense.
Gobert with a screen on Bay. Prez. And it's good for two. Prez has got 24 points.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting in the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Wizards trail by 15. Middleton outside. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Kisper's checked in for the Wizards. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Sadiq Bey. Minnesota also with the sub. Randall's checked in. Here's Brogdon. He has 6. Just 5 on the clock. Shot on the wing. Minnesota with the rebound. Prez has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Randall kicks to Prez. Off target from three-point range.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Middleton left side. Pass to Song. Can't connect from short range. Timberwolves leading by 15. Over in the corner, Edwards. Here's the lob to Prez. Stolen by Middleton. And here's George. It's Brogdon on the wing. Edwards defending. Brogdon the pass to Middleton from downtown. And no good that time. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Fires the three. Prez, no good. Wizards trail by 15. Kispert, the pass to Brogdon. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Good trickery that time with the ball by Brogdon. Nice finish as well.
And here is Prez. He's got 24. Here's Randall, and then Randall slams it in.
You know, this guy never stops working. He's always going hard, and Randall's aggressiveness is what allows him to be such a good offensive rebounder.
Middleton outside. Sarr sets the screen for Middleton. Connects from three-point range. Middleton's got 13.
You know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
McDaniels finds Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Prez, no good. Wizards trail by 12. Here's Kispert. He's coming off a 19-point game against Oklahoma City. For three, Middleton. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Pass to Edwards. Here's Prez. Screen by McDaniel. And that one, good. And it's now 26 points for Prez.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And here is Kispert. Now George. Kispert setting the pick for George. Back to Kispert. Shoots the three. Rebound Minnesota. McDaniels got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Edwards from the arc. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
Pass to Kispert. Middleton with it. It's hauled in by Shannon.
That's a surprise.
Not watching for the line that time. Hachimura, he's checked in for Washington. Clark, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. We've got 1:23 left now here in the second. Middleton dishes to Kispert. And there's Brogdon on the assist from Kispert. Brogdon's got 10 points.
Cool, calm, collected, and composed. That's exactly who Malcolm Brogdon is, even when he's inside with the big fellas.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Pass to Hachimura. Launches a three. No good. He's now missed more than he's made. 4 for 9.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Brogdon outside. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
How about that? Malcolm Brogdon throwing it down. He doesn't do that a lot, but he did that one with force.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Prez. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Alex Song.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Minnesota shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reeves checked in.
Very good at exploiting the defense. Brogdon is excellent at finishing off these drives.
Here's Randall. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Randall's got 4 this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Timberwolves on top, leading by 17. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Greetings. First off, look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So, Kenny, as the point guard here, I want you to rank our handles.
Okay, obviously, first is me. Second, I'll get that to you, Ernie. Third, I'll go with our IT guy. He really surprised me. Then you, Shaq.
There's no way I'm after Ernie.
Shaq, if you want to be better, you can be.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
This has been a weight room game. They're just stronger on the glass, and they're playing with a mean streak, guys.
Man, what do you know about weight rooms, Kenny?
He knows how to avoid them.
Ooh.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Prez in this game, he's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
I knew there was going to be a chance to go off in this game.
And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. 17-point game. They've got Chris Middleton, Rui Hachimura out there with Corey Kispert. Then it's Saar, and it's Brogdon in at the one spot. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with. The Timberwolves shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Prez kicks to Gobert. It's to Randall. Outside Edwards. Now Prez. 6 on the shot clock. McDaniels finds Randall. For 3, Edwards. And Saar throws it down. Saar's got his 6th rebound on the night. Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Prez with the screen for Edwards. Bangs home the trifecta. Edwards got 10 points.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Middleton looking it over. Fader on the way, and Washington again with the bucket.
And you know, with Middleton, once he gets himself going, he's really hard to slow down because he's got really good size, a great stroke, and has become more skilled not only as a shooter but a ball handler.
Randall screen on Brogdon. Here's Prez, banked in off the glass. Prez has got 35 in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Outside to Brogdon. For 3. Gobert pulls it in. Minnesota leading by 17. Randall finds Prez. And he lays it straight in. And that's now 37 points for Prez.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
It's Brogdon on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Now here's Prez. He's guarded by Brogdon. Prez passes to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Now here's Prez. He's covered closely. For 3, Edwards. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And Middleton kicks to Kispert. Looking to end the run. Misses from short range. Minnesota's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. It's stolen by Hachimura. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Rebound, Minnesota. Randall's got his 6th rebound on the night. Edwards dishes to Prez. Randall outside. A 3-ball. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Minnesota making some changes. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. Kispert, the pass to Brogdon. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Washington with the ball. Now, here's Brogdon. No good from 11 feet.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And finished off by Prez.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that. Hachimura setting the pick for Middleton. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Prez. Offline with his three.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Brogdon outside. Yes, that goes in. Brogdon's got 16.
Brogdon so strong and so composed. Does an excellent job of playing through physical defense.
Prez with the ball. He's got 39. And here is DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. Prez. No good on the three. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Middleton for 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Now here's Prez. Defended and good. He hits it again.
Well, he's gone up to 40 as he continues to just dominate.
You're right. We knew he had a shot at it tonight. He is now tied for 3rd for the most 40-point games in a season.
And you can put him in the same breath as Michael Jordan. They both can say they had 37 games of 40 or more.
Here's Prez. Rebound by Kispert. Kispert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Middleton outside. To Kispert. Pass to Middleton. Over Prez. And Middleton, the basket on the assist from Kispert. And it's now 23 points for Chris Middleton. Timberwolves leading by 23. Here's Alexander Walker. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
What a move by Gobert. Closing that open space in the pick and roll.
Hachimura setting the pick for Middleton. Spins. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Middleton can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Now here's Randall. Defense is right there. Over Sarr. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Randall's got 17 now.
For Randall, another bucket. He continues to expand his offensive game.
Washington calls timeout.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Clark in for Prez. Timberwolves making a change here.
Foot on the gas, MP. Get in there.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Prez. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Shannon in at the 3 spot. We've seen the league, Clark, crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players. So I think it's a good thing overall.
Here's Brogdon. Launches it. Minnesota with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got 4 rebounds in this game.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Prez finds Reed. Now Prez. Reed with a screen on Middleton. 4 on the shot clock. Prez with the bucket.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Washington's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Sarr sets the screen for Brogdon, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Brogdon's got 19 points.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Here's Prez. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Alex Sarr.
Gobert relishes setting screens for his teammates. Just a total team guy.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Hachimura, no good. Minnesota's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Prez kicks to DiVincenzo. Here's Prez. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And right there, you see the decision-making ability of Hachimura. Sets his man up perfectly.
Now here's Prez. He's guarded by Brogdon. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Nailed from 3-point land.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And while the offense is developing, Alex Sarr is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, along with being a great rim protector, he's a 7-footer who can really slide his feet on the perimeter. He can switch on the guards and make them work for their opportunities. One big thing you love about Alex Sarr, he's got that 7'4" wingspan, and as he gets older, he'll fill out that frame plus add to his game.
Clark, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Reed with a screen on Brogdon. Now here's Prez. Has to Gobert. 3 on the clock. Here's Prez. Washington with the rebound. To the right side. Kispert wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 5th assist in this one. To the paint. Reed the pass to Clark. Reed with a screen for Prez. Driving to the basket.
And his performance today, guys, is really a thing of beauty. A triple-double for him today.
Yeah, he's got his hands all over this game, impacting it in just about every category.
And things seem to be getting tougher for the big spending teams, Clark, but we're seeing a lot of them go all in before the toughest penalties take effect.
Yeah, you know, the frozen pick provision kicks in next season, and the season after that, luxury taxes ramp way up. Powerhouse teams trying to make hay while the sun shines is a pretty good strategic business move, but the landscape is certainly changing.
Here's Reed. And off the fryer, and in it goes.
Naz Reid is a very good shooting big.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Wizards. Middleton outside.
Who's watching here?
The shot from the low post is good. Middleton's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Timberwolves.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Prez.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
Hachimura the pass to Kispert. Wizards passing it around. Off target with his 3. At the elbow, Prez. And, yep, another basket.
And only a handful of the all-time greats have more 50-point games than he does.
He's moved all the way into a tie for 4th place on that list. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You'd never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
That's one of the greatest shooting seasons a rookie has MP got the job done tonight, as usual. It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in?